Hello, and welcome to Bullish Video Games. Today we're going to be playing Database Detective, Minor Crimes Division. I saw this floating across the Steam page, and it is labeled as a programming game, which is something I am interested in, but have zero knowledge of, so we'll see how this goes. If you are looking for a tutorial, this is not the video. This is going to be a blind playthrough. But with that caveat, let's get started. You have one new voice message.
Hey there, recruit. Welcome to the Minor Crimes Division of the Los Angeles Police Department. This is your first day as a database detective, correct? You know, not many people sign up for this job, and between you and me, we need all the help we can get. These days, people seem to think they can commit all the minor crimes they want. Littering, shoplifting, jaywalking, just disregarding the delicate balance of law and order, tearing down the social contract that ties us all together. But that's where we come in. We're here to stop those who think they can get away with the little things. Things that people might not think are a big deal. But the road to hell is paved one brick at a time. Think about it. One day, someone accidentally leaves some paint on private property. No big deal, they might think, until they realize, if I can get away with that, what else can I get away with? And then they'll start thinking they can get away with killing our innocent women and children, abducting them from the cover of night, and ripping their flesh from limb to limb, all because we let them get away with something they shouldn't have. And that's what we have here. We caught a group of suspects around the sidewalk in Bleecker Street that was vandalized with paint. I've downloaded the suspect data into your desktop. This should be a good first case for you, Detective. We'll need you to figure out who was the one responsible. If we don't catch the right person, I don't even want to know what they'll get away with in the future. If you're not sure where to start, why don't you read the little instruction manual thingy that's on your computer somewhere. And that's it for me. I have some work to do, but I'll be sure to call you back when you make that first arrest. Best of luck, Detective.
Hey.
Alright, so for those of you just listening, it is simulating a very 1990s looking computer desktop. That was our first incoming message, and now there's this little dude in the lower right corner
Hello.
that looks like it's going to serve as our tutorial. I haven't seen you around before. I'm an intern from the Mole Man department, here to help out. Want me to show you around? Yeah, sure, why not? Awesome. You should start by checking your messages if you haven't already. It's always a good idea to listen to authority figures. Sure. Once you got the debrief, you should go through the pieces of evidence we've collected for you. Most of the time, you should also be provided some data related to your case. Think of this data as another important piece of evidence. There's usually a lot of data to go through. Use this application to write a SQL query to fetch the specific data you want. You probably won't need this for your current case, though. Not sure what an SQL query is? No worries, just read through this helpful textbook to learn more. Once you're confident about who the perpetrator is, just fill out the arrest warrant using this icon to finish the case. That's all for now. If you need any help, don't hesitate to ask. Okay. And I guess he's just going to remain there in the corner if we do need help. Jesus Christ, okay. Let's see, we got an exit button, settings, messages, music player, clues, manual, web browser, arrest, search, notepad, suspects. Alright, let's check out this manual. SQL for database detectives. If a detective can understand it, you can understand it. It's a picture of a guy saying, I don't understand anything. Officially commissioned for the Los Angeles Police Department. New chapters will be available after you solve more cases. Okay, so it looks like there's 8 chapters, but right now we only have access to the cover in chapter 1. Oh man, Jesus Christ. How to use a computer. Alright, this is a lot of text to read through, so buckle up. Chapter 1, How to Use a Computer. We know how hard it is to be a database detective. Trust us, we were there too. Getting funny looks on the street, hearing children laughing as they point at us, seeing the disappointment slowly growing in my father's eyes as he discovered that I wasn't just a detective, I was a database detective. It's true, people don't become database detectives because they want to, they do because they have to. They have nothing else. These desperate souls usually don't even know how to use a computer. If this sounds like you, don't worry, we'll spend this first chapter dealing with the very basics. But yeah, I'm not reading all of that. They have a royalty-free music player. Okay, yeah, so this is just like basic tutorial shit. Okay, but here we go. This is the basic explanation of how to use the, looks like tables. Quick side note, I had to Google what SQL meant. It's a single query language. Or no, it's not single, structured query language. There we go. Shit. I have only heard of SQL. I don't know how to use SQL or what it actually does, but I guess we'll learn. What is a table? Tables keep stuff above the floor so they won't spill everywhere. The same goes with data. In short, tables are a way to store structured data. As a database detective, you'll be staring at a lot of tables, so hopefully that sounds like fun to you. It's how I spent my honeymoon after all. Haha, just kidding. I'm not married. Here's an example of what you would see if you opened a table. Take a look at the words on the title bar. That's the blue part. This is the table name. Coincidentally, the name of this table is also called table_name. What are the odds of that? Right below the table name is a row of column names, which shows us what each column represents. This table has 2 columns, column_1 and column_2. Below each column name are a series of values that correspond to that column. The other column values on the same horizontal axis form a row. Each row represents a unique entity on that table. For example, if you had a table named people, we can assume that each row represents a single person. Here's a pro tip. You can click on a value in a table to copy it to your clipboard. You can then paste the copied value by pressing Ctrl V. Okay, so this does have some basic hotkey functionality. But we'll start looking at the clues. See, we got 4 mugshots. And there's one clue that just had some kind of blue stain that says vandalism illegal. Suspect 17432. Suspect 17433. Suspect 17434. Suspect 17435, who has the blue stuff on his face. Alright. Look at this. Okay. So clicking on the suspect links, it looks like it already has generated a table for us. This last guy here, the one with the blue paint on his face, he is labeled as John Painterson, as a painter. Alright, submit arrest. Los Angeles Police Department for the Minor Crimes Division, arrest warrant for minor crimes. You are commanded to arrest. Enter full name here. So his name was John Painterson. Under the accusation of leaving drops of blue paint on the sidewalk at the corner of Bleecker Street and Central Park Road, violating blah blah blah, which prohibits vandalism in the state of Los Angeles. And submit. Are you sure this is who you want to arrest? This will end the current case. Yes. Keeping the city clean, arrested. Oh. Alright, excuse you.
Okay, that one was pretty obvious, but hey, you solved your first case. And don't worry, the perp is on his way right now to be rehabilitated. Oh, we'll never see him again. Oh, we also got a new case for you. Seems like someone wanted to litter on the campus of our local elementary school this morning. Our suspect threw away what looks like an ID card. Their name is scratched off, but we have a hunch. Call it a sneaking suspicion that the suspect we're looking for is a teacher in the school that we found the ID card from. To think that a criminal like this might be with children at this current moment. Just disgusting. We managed to get you a list of every teacher who works there. Our suspect should be in there somewhere. You'll also find the littered object in the Clue Explorer, along with a sketch of the victim to motivate you to find the perpetrator of this heinous act. This case is a little harder than the previous one, so you might want to learn how to search through data properly. You can read more about this in the second chapter of the instruction manual. What? You don't think that sounds fun? It's what we're paying you for. Wait, we are paying you, right? Actually, don't answer that. I have an appointment. I'll reach back out to you when I'm finished.
Alright, so this one is titled Catching a Litterbug. I will say that the voice acting for this I do appreciate the expressiveness. Chapter 2, Dealing with Data. Alright, here we go. Learn some actual programming. Database detectives don't just look at tables. Sure, that's most of what we do for hours on end, day after day. But it's not all we do. We also interact with tables. This step is an important part of being a database detective as it allows us to find the specific pieces of data we want to stare at. To do this, let's learn SQL. Oh, here we go. Also known as structured query language, to use in our search tables, application, and formalize the destruction of our soon-to-be miserable lives. Keywords and queries. In order to use SQL, we must learn a few magic words that hold this language together. These magic words are called keywords, and with the right keywords and phrases, we can write a magical sentence that can give us the data we want. These magical sentences are known as queries, and all queries I'll write as a database detective will start with this next word. Select. Imagine a claw machine at your favorite childhood carnival. Now imagine controlling that claw to grab your favorite plush toy and then dropping it below for you to pick up. Now that you're motivated with this completely unrelated example, let's talk about the select keyword and how it's used. Select is a keyword that allows you to choose the columns you want to see in the final result. Simply write the column names after the word select. For example, if I only wanted to get the first underscore name and the last underscore name columns from this table, my query would start like this. So then it has a picture of a table, and then search tables, you just type select, and then yeah, first name, last name. If you'd like to select all columns without writing each column name, you can just select the asterisk character. Maybe it'll explain this later, but I do know from some basic programming that the asterisk is kind of a catch-all key. So if you're wanting to widen your search as much as possible, putting an asterisk will sort of let the program know, hey, I'm looking for all possible iterations before or after what I've already typed. Chapter 2, Dealing with Data. The two select statements above would get you the same result. However, select statements usually aren't enough for a complete query. We also need to specify where these columns come from. Golly, if only we had a keyword for this. From. From allows you to specify which tables are being selected and appears after the select statement. Since these examples use column names from the people table, our from statement needs to include this table name. Our query should look now like the query to the right. So search tables, you're selecting first name, comma, last name, and you're taking it from the people table. And these are color coded in case you are colorblind. It looks like the commands are in purple. I don't know what you would call these. First name, last name. I guess the columns and are highlighted in this red. Oh yeah, it literally says it right here. Notice that the table name is colored orange and the column names are now colored red. I gotta stop interrupting myself. This shows that our system recognizes these column and table names. Believe it or not, this is all we need for a complete query. Unfortunately, the results aren't too interesting. Usually we want to filter out rows that aren't relevant to what we're searching for, which unfortunately is something that SQL doesn't support. Where? Just kidding, this is supported through the where statement. This statement allows you to specify which rows you would like to see in the final result. This is done by writing conditions that the final result must satisfy. Conditions generally follow a pattern like this. Column name, operator, condition, value. I'm getting Unix flashbacks. For now, the only operator you'll need to know is the equals operator. This operator ensures that all column values from column name equal the condition value in the final result. When filtering columns that are text, the condition value must have single or double quotes around them. This query to the left only includes people who have Booper as their last name. This condition is case sensitive. Selecting asterisk, so you're looking for all data from the people table. You're looking for specifically for last name, but the last name must specifically equal Booper, case sensitive, uppercase B, all other letters lowercase. This query, on the other hand, only includes people with the age of 90. So again, selecting all data from the people table, specifically age column equal to 90. This query combines the above conditions using the AND keyword. If we wanted to include more conditions, we can just add on another AND keyword. Okay, that's pretty cool. So again, selecting asterisk as in looking through all data from the people table where last name column equals Booper and age column equals 90. Notice that the text values appear above as blue when entered in search tables, while numerical values appear as green. This should make it clear whether or not a value is a text value or a numerical value. Dates. One type of value that is stored as a number is a calendar date. Calendar dates are stored in the format 1, 2, 3, 4, so year, 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 so the full year, month, month, 2-digit month, day, day, 2-digit day, as a single number. This means that December 25, 1995 will be stored as 1995, 1225. Chapter summary. By this point, you've learned how to write a complete SQL query. Since SQL is a language, you are now at least bilingual. Feel free to tell other people that you speak multiple languages. Legally speaking, you won't be lying, which is illegal. Here's a pro tip. If you get stuck, don't be afraid to ask your assistant for help. If you find the assistant's advice unhelpful, just ask again. You might get more detailed advice next time you ask. Okay, so it's progressive help. Let's look at the clues here. Okay, so we have one ID card with the name scratched out, district, Poverty Bay, wealth, extremely poor, kindness, 10 out of 10, date joined, date of birth, what? Eyes green, weight 110 pounds, height 61 inches. That is a small person, kindergarten teacher. And a picture of the victim is an earth post litter, tears from littering. Alrighty. So it looks like we are going to have to find the name. Okay, I see what it wants us to do. So here we pull up a search table. We can't, no, we can't resize these either. Okay, this should be interesting. Well, we don't need this picture of Earth anymore, go away. So enter query. Okay. We are looking for all information from teachers. Actually, is this? Actually, I should probably get in the habit of making this case sensitive. Teachers. What was it? Select from. Oh yeah, where? Where? Let's see. Looks like we can put in all this information of date joined, birthday, eye color, weight, and height. So then where date underscore joined equals, and this has to be in, or double quotes, and case sensitive. So we're looking at date joined, 1980, 10/24, tab, and date underscore of underscore birth, oops, not birth, equals case sensitive, 19260617. Oh, and close that out. And I underscore color equal to green. And I believe we have to type it as seen in the table and not as it is on the card. And let's see, height equal to 61. 61. And weight equal to 110. Submit. There we go.
Hey.
Here's a quick tip. If you want to save your tables for later, make sure you hit the Save Table checkbox in the Search Tables window. So if I save this, where does this go? If I just say this as teachers. Table name already exists. Oh. Oh, okay. So this, it literally saves the entire thing. I guess if we want to access previous search queries. All right. But the name that populated is Barbara Cranberry. Oh, where's the... All right. Commanded to arrest Barbara Cranberry. I wonder if you typo this, if this would be wrong. I don't want to try it, though. Under the accusation of leaving personal belongings in the vicinity of Los Angeles Elementary School, violating blah 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 blah, which prohibits littering on state of Los Angeles property. Submit. Are you sure? Yes. There we go, got it right. Environmental terrorism.
Nice job, Detective. She won't be littering anymore with her hands cuffed behind her back. Did you know that it takes up to 500 years for plastic to decompose? That 9 billion tons of litter end up in the ocean every year. Mother Nature thanks you, Detective. You've given the flowers and fauna of this glorious nation another chance to live again. That's why I have an even bigger case for you this time, Detective. It's confidential. You can't let anyone know you're investigating this. If this leaks, it'll be bad for both me and our entire division. That's how big this next case is. The crime happened last night in our police department at roughly 10 p.m. It was at this late, rainy hour of the night that someone ate my sandwich. Oh, it was something I was looking forward to eating later today, but now it's gone forever. Luckily, our security cameras caught the suspect right before the act. Looks like it was one of us. Someone who betrayed their uniform. Someone who was supposed to be uncorrupted from the sins of this rotten world. I'll provide you a list of every officer from our division, along with a timesheet of when everyone came in and out of this building that day. Now please, right this terrible wrong that has tragically taken place in the area we all hold sacred. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll have to think about what to eat for lunch.
Okay. Top secret message. New chapter unlocked. Chapter 3, Combining Knowledge. Not many database detectives reach this chapter. In fact, 99% of database detectives don't even have the skills to finish the first chapter. First chapter was just learning how to use the computer. Oh man. And we haven't even learned how to combine multiple tables yet. We've just been working with one. Join. Let's imagine that we have two tables that we want to combine into one. We might want to do this for many reasons, the biggest being that it's so much fun. Tables should only be combined when they share a common column. When they do have a shared column, we can then use the join keyword to glue the tables together. Here we have two tables that share a column. We can join them with the query below. The join statement comes after the from statement. In the join statement, we specify the names of the additional tables we want to combine with. You can also add a where statement by writing it directly after the join statement. Okay. So it looks like the search tables you are selecting asterisk, so searching for all knowledge from table 1, join table 2. Okay, I see what it's doing. So you're looking through data from table 1, but you're also joining table 2 on table 1, comma, ID, where it is equal to table 2, comma, ID. So as long as these values match, or I should say at least the column values match, you should be able to join the tables. And then saying you can also add a where, meaning that once you're telling them to look from both tables that have a shared column, you can tell them to look for, in this case, an ID that is greater than 5. Combining knowledge, on. When you join, you must also specify what columns you want to join on. You can do this by putting an equals operator between the two shared columns to form a condition. For any shared column names, it must also be specified which tables they come from. This can be done by adding the table name and a period before the column. Oh, so it's a period, not a comma. For example, table 1 period ID uses the idea column from table 1. However, if writing the full table name sounds like too much work for you, then boy, have I got a keyword for you. As. You can use the as keyword to provide nicknames for table names or selected column names. This keyword isn't actually necessary. Both queries above work the same. So it's essentially saying that you can substitute, instead of rewriting table 1, table 2 over and over, you can say table 1 as T1, table 2 as T2, and then as you specify it further down, you can just substitute it. So it's just like a substitution, basically. More operators. Now that we're seeing more complicated tables, we should expand our toolbox of operators. Please note that the first 4 operators on the list below only make sense when used with numerical values. So the condition and translation, it looks like column less than sign equals 10. Column is less than or equal to 10. Column less than 10, column is less than 10, column greater than sign equal to 10, column is greater than or equal to 10. Okay, and it specifically specifies or, not and. Column greater than 10, column is greater than 10. Column, just forgot what the fuck is this called? Column, exclamation point, Jesus Christ. Column exclamation point equals, column is not equal to 10. So everything but 10 in this case. What's the time? Some tables have columns that represent the time. Time is displayed using a 24 hour, minute format, where hour represents the hour and minute represents the minute. However, due to limitations of COP OS, the leading 0 can't be displayed. This means, for example, that 1:05 a.m. will be displayed as 1:05. 12 a.m. will be displayed as a 0. Chapter summary. I'm not going to lie, that was a lot. If you're feeling confused or overwhelmed and just not having a good time right now, don't be. You're actually legally obligated to be having tons of fun. Here's a pro tip. Save the results of your queries using the Save Table option in the bottom left of the Search Tables application. Okay, well, you already told us that. Alright, let's look at the clues. Okay, so we got a picture here. Does that say shoot, kill, laugh? Alright. But we have a table here with a timestamp date. And victim is just a picture of a half-eaten sandwich. Don't need that. But we do need the date here. We have a table of cops here with badge numbers, first name, last name, guns issued, security levels. Oh god. And timesheets. So it looks like what needs to happen. What did he call this one? Top secret mission? Yeah, top secret message. So we'll just label this one top secret. Alright, so we are looking to select all data from, it looks like cops. Let me pull up the manual to make sure I'm doing this right. Okay, yeah, so it's from, join, and then on. So join it to timesheet, which I am going to relabel as time. And then on, they both share badge number. And then what are we looking for specifically? So we don't really need that. We'll minimize that. But we need the time here. So this is 22, where check-in underscore time is less than 22:01. Because they would have had to come in before this time. Oh, I'm missing something here. Okay, so on... Okay, we need the table names equals... Okay, so cops, period, equals time, period, badge underscore number. And then where... Let me just submit this and see what happens. Okay, yeah, see, that's still too many suspects. So check-in time before... Or I wonder if I put... Oops. No, that didn't work. Alright, check-in time. And checkout underscore time is greater than 22:01. Okay, now it's getting tricky. Oh, that narrowed it down. Oh, he has a security badge. Okay, and a gun. Okay. Actually, so we don't even need the checkout time. So checked in before 22:01. Oh yeah, I forgot to put these in. Security level equals 3. And guns underscore issued equals 1. He does have at least one gun. And then no badge number, but oh man, it's still... Oh, okay, so I see it here because obviously if they checked out, I want to do this right, and check out underscore time is greater than 22:01. And we will save this as top secret. Submit. Top. Table name already... What? Result 4. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna relabel the sandwich. There we go. Okay. One gun issued. Security level 3. Check-in time before 22:01, but checkout time also after 22:01. Okay. Now that I have all that, I can close all this other shit out. Alright, that one took some extra thinking there. Oh, these just get saved? Okay, I'm gonna migrate. Oh, I can't. Just slowly... I guess that's as far as I can go. Keep those separated. You are commanded to arrest. First name Casey, last name Clement. The accusation is stealing a delicious sandwich, violating blah blah blah, which prohibits theft of personal property under $3 from a Los Angeles citizen. Are you sure? Yes. Sandwich theft.
Wow. You actually got him. We'll make sure this scoundrel never bites into innocent sandwiches ever again. My delicious sandwich, however, will never come back. To be honest, I thought I'd feel a sense of justice, knowing that a wrong has been made right, knowing that only I would be the victim of this wretched scoundrel. But that's not what I feel at all. I feel an emptiness in the pit of my stomach, where those bites of my sandwich should have been. Well, no time to waste. We got an urgent call earlier from a local hotel manager. Says we got a perp that was supposed to check out of the room at 6:30. You know what time it is now? 6:45. Luckily, we got a cold jail cell waiting for them if they still need a room. Our boys at the crime scene say that our suspect was in town to visit some conventions. They also found a lot of strange stuff in the suspect's room. Hopefully, these brochures and this photo we found of the suspect proved to be helpful. We also asked around the convention center and managed to get a list of everyone who came to the last big event. Given what we know, that's where we're gonna find who we're looking for. Now, we need to act fast. We promised the local business community that if we don't solve their case in an hour, they don't need to pay taxes. And I do not want this coming out of my paycheck.
Why would you promise that? It sounds like a terrible political move. Alright. New chapter. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. All about aggregation. Oh, great. Okay. You should now be extremely skilled at filtering out data from tables. Don't feel too proud, though. Your journey has just begun. You should actually be feeling empty inside to ensure that there's room for all the cool SQL concepts you're about to learn. Aggregation. Aggregation functions are a way to view the overall information about columns in a table. If you've ever yearned to know what the largest or smallest column values are, then aggregation functions are for you. These functions, except for count, only work on numerical columns. Alright, so we have here the functions, and then in parentheses it just says column, so then whatever column you're looking to aggregate. So max, find the largest value in a column. Min, find the smallest value in a column. Sum, calculates the sum of all values in a column. Average, calculates column's average value. Count, finds the smallest amount of rows in a column. Below is an example of a query using aggregate functions on the example table. For now, aggregation functions can only appear in the select statement with no other columns. In other words, when you have aggregate functions in your query, you must only have aggregate functions in your query for now. Okay, so we're selecting aggregations, literal column, named column, from the example table. And the result, highest number, lowest number, the sum, which the numbers 1 through 5, they add up to 15. The average, 15 divided by 5 rows is equal to 3. And then count is equal to 5. And count finds the amount of rows. Joining multiple tables. If you know how to join 2 tables, joining 3 is easy. So is joining 4 and 5 and 6. To the right is an example of a query with a join containing 3 tables. T1 equals T2 ID and it equals 3. Okay. Interesting, they didn't put the ads, although I think it did say the ads was unnecessary. Okay. Be careful though, when any tables are joined together, the result will only contain values that are shared across all tables. For example, if table 1 has an ID value that is missing from table 2, this ID will not appear in the final result. The Venn diagram on the right further illustrates what this join captures, with each circle representing the complete contents of each table. In SQL, this is also called an inner join. There are other types of join statements, but don't worry about them. They're far too much for an average database detective to comprehend. So Venn diagram, that I don't know if this has a specific name, that little area inside the Venn diagram, other than overlap, but it says this is what join statement captures, is that overlap. Chapter summary. When I wrote my first aggregation function, my eyes teared up, not out of joy, but instead of sorrow, as I was just evicted out of my apartment. However, the idea of learning something that would help my department meet their monthly quota did make me feel better. I hope you feel the same. Here's a pro tip. If you want to save and use the result of an aggregation function later, make sure to give it a handy nickname to make it easy to select later. It's just basically just retelling us how to relabel something, but okay. Look at the clues here. Oh man, shit, this has a lot of clues. A bunch of these brochures. What? am I supposed to parse down exactly? Suspect diary. Dear diary, today I felt sad. I didn't win any contests. I could have won one, but I arrived too late to enter, so I couldn't attend. Another convention was over capacity. I couldn't even get in. From a quick peek, they had over 300 people. That's a fire hazard. The 2 conventions I went to were fun, though. Also, my gerbil died. R.I.P. Dorothy. Alright. There's a bunch of forms, a bunch of lamps, a bunch of lotions. Photo back. Me with all my convention stuff, minus dumbbells. I only had an exact average of them anyways. So much stuff. June 30th of 98. Oh my god, okay. We have a list of attendees. DumbCon. Wait, so with all my convention stuff minus dumbbells, I only had an exact average of them anyways. Okay. So the lotion, bureau, forms, and lamps. Alright. So using the pictures. These brochures even matter? Like... Alright, we can at least narrow them down from the picture, right? So 2, 4, 6, 8 forms. So we're selecting all data from... Oh my god, we gotta join all these? Are you shitting me? Okay, so from attendees, which we'll relabel as A, and we will join that together. DumbCon, which we'll label D, Lotion Con, which we'll label L, Bureau Con, which we'll label B, and Lamp Con, which we'll label L. On, does this need to be formatted? Where ID equals, okay, where A ID equals D dot attendee underscore ID. Oh, I gotta and this the whole way across? Okay. And where attendee ID is equal to lotion dot attendee underscore ID, and where A dot ID is equal to B dot attendee underscore ID, and A.ID is equal to, what did I call the last one? L. And that's also attendee ID. Oh shit, I called it the same thing. I can't call it the same thing. Okay, so we'll readdress that as P. Oh my god, where? Jesus Christ. Yeah, because we can't do min-max yet, but at the very least we can look at the photo. 2, 4, 6, so 8 forms. BureauCon. Where forms underscore brought is equal to 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lamps. Where? Oh, brought, not even bought. You brought these. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 lotions. Where lotions underscore brought is equal to 8. And we shall save this as, just save this as con for now. Oh, it's not lotion brought, it's bottles brought. Okay, I wasn't even paying attention. Bottles brought. Nothing was found. What? Alright, let's look through the brochures again, because... Yeah, 8. 3, 6 lamps, 8 forms. Because that didn't even narrow it down. Okay, I'm missing something here. Strawberry scented lamp. Oh, but they said they didn't even have... Okay. No, because they did say that they couldn't attend, so one of these doesn't even matter. Arrived too late. Okay. According to this picture, they got so much stuff. This is from June 30th. So looking at brochure 1, the date on this is... Wait a second. Couldn't even get in. They had over 300 people. Oh, so they only went to 2... Oh, okay, that's why. They only went to 2 conventions. Christ, so that means I have to start with the aggregation. Because I have to figure out the sum of all these attendees. This is starting to feel like some actual detective work. So we got forums, lamps, lotions, and DumbCon. I only had an exact average of them anyway. Okay. So they didn't go to this one. Yeah, I didn't even put in. They were saying one of these they arrived too late. That's 4 p.m. That's 5 p.m. That's 3 p.m. These are all on June 29th. That's 6 p.m. So just because they didn't bring dumbbells didn't mean that they didn't go. But this has the latest time, or excuse me, the earliest ending time. So it's possible they didn't go to LotionCon. Which means... Oh, good God. Which means this can disappear. And then I have to pull up another search function. Oh, crap. So I'll save that for now. But it looks like we have to aggregate some data, which we're looking for. We're looking for the sum of all values. Oh wait, no. Sum of all values. We need the count. Finds the amount of rows. Count. So count. Parentheses. We'll do. Well, all of them have attendee IDs, so that would be the easiest. Attendee underscore ID from. Did I misspell that? Attend. I spelled that right. Why is it not highlighting though? We'll do DumbCon. Okay, there we go. Can I do this from multiple? From DumbCon. Can I and it? Yes, I can. And LotionCon. And BureauCon. And... what was this one called? LampCon. Unexpected place. Alright, do I gotta... So I gotta do this one at a time, I'm gonna be pissed. The LotionCon after the from statement is in an unexpected place. Do I seriously gotta do these one at a time? Don't save this. Okay, so it wasn't that one. Fuck, I gotta do these one at a time. God damn it. Not that one. Alright, so BureauCon was the one with over 300, so that's one they didn't get in. Then just for shits and giggles. Yep. So BureauCon was the one they didn't get into. Oh, what the fuck? It saves it anyway? Wait, then where are all my saved tables going? Whatever. Alright. BureauCon was the one that was overpriced, so the only one that really matters is the lamps. Oh, the average. Shit, I should have... Fuck. Okay. So, select average of dumbs underscore brought from DumbCon. What does this generate? 10. Okay, so the dumbs brought then is also equal to 10. Where forms brought doesn't matter. Down to lamps. And where dumbs underscore brought is equal to 10. Oh, I could have won 1, but I arrived too late to enter. Oh, okay. Bring the most. So these are all based on bringing the most. So of these 3, have the most. Free water included. Carry the most. Yep. So it's all about having the most. So if I max, we already know the dumbcon average is 10. And then bottles underscore brought, forms brought, and then lamps brought. Oh wait, shit. Can I do this across all lotion con from your... Ooh, I can. Okay. Gaming lotion con is not joined. Join it with... Okay, yeah, so I can only relabel the column. I can't... Or no, the table. Yeah, I can only relabel the table. I can't relabel the column. Sure, we'll relabel these. Cannot be placed next to a table name. What? Isn't that literally like what? Oh my god, this fucking worked. Okay. So, the most bottles brought 7... Okay, so I was right. So it was the lotions, because they had 8 lotions, but the max recorded is 7, so they would have won the lotion, meaning they didn't go to Lotion Con. We can get rid of that. Oh, we also can get rid of the Bureau Con, because that was overcapacity, meaning the only one we went to is Lamp Con. Now join Dumb Con. Wow, this is really tedious. So, join Con D, and Lamp Con, which we'll label L this time, on d.id is equal to d.attendee underscore id and a.id is equal to l.attendee underscore id. Where, okay, so they should all be joined together, where dumbs underscore brought is equal to 10, and lamps underscore brought is equal to 6. Oh my god, I fucking did it. Okay, cool, cool. My god, that was... Ugh. Okay, maybe I'm not cut out for programming. Alright. Los Angeles to the police department. Arrest warrant for minor crimes. You are commanded to arrest J. Robbins under the accusation of not checking out of their hotel room on time, violating blah blah blah, which prohibits trespassing in the private property of a Los Angeles citizen. Yes, arrest. Oh, thank God. I was gonna be so pissed if that was wrong. Help a landlord. Alright. I'm going to stop that there. That looks like that was about the halfway point. And it is becoming increasingly more complex. So I am going to stop that there. If you have been watching so far, thank you. This is actually a lot of fun if you are into programming. This actually teaches you in a very meaningful and effective way on top of actually playing a game and solving a puzzle. So it actually gets you thinking like what, in terms of the programming language, what is actually needed in order to solve this, right? Like you're not just regurgitating data they tell you to regurgitate. So yeah, so if you are into programming or you know someone who's into programming, this is definitely a worth looking into. Anyway, I'm going to stop that there. I will see you in the next video.